Gemini Daily Horoscope, May 11, 2025 General Overview. As the sun continues its journey through Taurus, you find yourself in a period of introspection, Gemini. May 11th brings a fascinating energy shift as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with innovative Uranus. This cosmic alignment sparks unexpected bursts of intuition and brilliant ideas that seem to materialize from nowhere. The day carries a dreamy quality as the moon glides through Pisces, enhancing your creative capabilities and spiritual awareness. This is not your typical Sunday. It's a day where the veil between conscious thought and subconscious insight thins considerably. Mental state and communication, your mind is operating at extraordinary speed today, even by your quick-thinking Gemini standards. Thoughts flow like quicksilver, and you may find yourself making connections that others miss entirely. This mental agility serves you well in conversations, where you'll demonstrate remarkable eloquence and persuasiveness. However, the Pisces moon could occasionally cloud your typically crystal-clear expression. Keep important messages straightforward, or write them down before sharing to avoid misinterpretations. Digital communications particularly benefit from your touch today. A perfect time for that blog post, important email, or social media update you've been contemplating. Love and relationships in matters of the heart today offers a blend of emotional depth and intellectual connection. For coupled Geminis, conversations with your partner reach new levels of understanding as Venus in Aries ignites passionate discourse. You're able to address sensitive topics with both compassion and clarity, a rare combination that strengthens your bond. Single Geminis might find themselves attracted to someone who challenges their thinking or introduces novel perspectives. A chance encounter around midday could spark an intriguing connection, potentially with someone from a different cultural background or academic discipline. The afternoon favors authentic expression of feelings rather than clever wordplay. Speak from the heart rather than just the mind. Career and finances professionally, this Sunday might not be a workday for many, but it's excellent for big-picture planning and creative problem-solving related to your career. The Mercury-Uranus trine particularly benefits those in communications, technology, writing, or teaching fields. Unexpected opportunities may emerge through casual conversations or while pursuing leisure activities. Financially, you're entering a period of greater stability, though today's planetary positions suggest reviewing recurring subscriptions or memberships. There's likely money being spent unnecessarily that could be redirected toward more fulfilling pursuits or savings goals. Health and wellness physically, your energy fluctuates throughout the day. The morning brings vitality best channeled through gentle movement. Perhaps yoga, swimming, or a contemplative walk in nature would align well with the Pisces lunar energy. By afternoon, mental stimulation becomes more important than physical exertion. Your nervous system is particularly sensitive today, so activities that balance mental activity with bodily awareness will serve you best. Breathing exercises can help when your thoughts race too quickly. Digestively, you're somewhat sensitive. Light meals featuring fresh ingredients will support your well-being better than heavy or processed foods. Social connections socially, you're magnetic today, drawing people to your vibrant energy and insightful observations. Small gatherings, rather than large events, favor your conversational gifts. A friend may seek your advice on a complex situation. Your ability to see multiple perspectives makes you an invaluable counsel. There's also an opportunity to mend a relationship that has experienced some distance or misunderstanding. The evening hours are particularly favorable for reconnecting with intellectual peers or joining a discussion group, whether virtual or in person. Personal growth on a deeper level, today offers significant growth potential through intellectual exploration and spiritual inquiry. You may find yourself drawn to philosophical questions or metaphysical concepts that normally seem too abstract for your practical mind. This temporary alignment between your analytical nature and more intuitive realms creates perfect conditions for breakthroughs in understanding your life's purpose or meaning. Journaling your thoughts proves especially revealing. Insights captured today will prove valuable in weeks to come. Lucky elements, your luckiest color today is silvery blue, reflecting the mercurial and watery influences at play. Favorable numbers include 5, 14, and 23. Best times for important decisions or conversations are 11:30 a.m. and 4:15 p.m. Carrying or wearing aquamarine, blue agate, or clear quartz can enhance your mental clarity and communication. Final guidance, May 11th, offers you a rare blend of mental acuity and intuitive depth. Gemini. Rather than scattering your attention across numerous projects or social engagements, focus on quality over quantity today. The insights available now can significantly advance your personal evolution if you create space to receive them. Trust unusual ideas that arise. What seems impractical initially may contain the seeds of innovation. This day's energy supports releasing outdated thought patterns and embracing more expansive perspectives. Remember that your greatest strength lies not just in gathering information, but in weaving meaningful connections between seemingly disparate concepts. Today, you're the cosmic weaver, creating new patterns of understanding. For Gemini, on May 11, 2025, the planetary alignment presents a fascinating cosmic landscape that significantly impacts your mental agility and communication style. The Sun continues its journey through earthy Taurus, positioned in your 12th house of subconscious patterns and hidden matters. This placement creates a contemplative energy where your typically quick-moving mind is drawn to deeper, more introspective thoughts. You might feel slightly less visible than usual, as if operating behind the scenes, gathering insights before your upcoming solar return. Mercury, your ruling planet, has just entered your sign, positioning itself at approximately 2 degrees Gemini in your first house of self-expression and personal identity. This fresh Mercury position brings a noticeable mental awakening after a period of slower, more methodical thinking when it was in Taurus. Your communication skills are sharpening by the hour, and your natural curiosity is being reignited. However, Mercury is forming a challenging square aspect to Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This aspect creates a potential for miscommunication or unclear thinking, particularly in professional contexts. Be especially careful with how you present your ideas to authority figures today. Venus graces your sign at approximately 17 degrees Gemini, also in your first house, bringing charm to your personal presentation and making you particularly attractive to others. This Venus placement enhances your verbal dexterity and makes your company especially sought after. The Venus-Jupiter trine that forms with Jupiter at 19 degrees Libra, in your 5th house of creativity and romance, amplifies opportunities for social enjoyment and creative expression. This harmonious aspect opens doors for pleasant exchanges and potentially romantic encounters. Mars positions itself at 8 degrees Cancer in your 2nd house of personal resources and values. This placement energizes financial matters, but could make you somewhat defensive about your possessions or income. Mars forms a tense square with Chiron at 7 degrees Aries in your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations, potentially triggering sensitivity around group dynamics or friendships that involve financial elements. The Moon, which governs your emotional landscape, transits through intense Scorpio at approximately 15 degrees in your 6th house of daily routines and health. This deep, probing lunar energy brings emotional depth to mundane activities and heightens your intuition regarding health matters or work relationships. The Moon's opposition to Uranus at 14 degrees Taurus in your 12th house creates emotional unpredictability and possibly sudden insights or revelations about subconscious patterns. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, sits at 19 degrees Libra in your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, and romantic expression. This beneficial placement has been enhancing your creative abilities and bringing opportunities for joyful experiences, particularly those involving intellectual stimulation and communication. Saturn, the taskmaster planet, continues its transit through Pisces at approximately 11 degrees in your 10th house of career and public standing. This placement has been asking you to build more solid structures in your professional life and to take your public responsibilities seriously. Today, Saturn forms a helpful sextile with Mars, suggesting that disciplined action toward financial goals could yield positive results. Uranus, at 14 degrees Taurus in your 12th house, continues its revolutionary influence on your subconscious mind and spiritual awareness. This long-term transit has been disrupting old psychological patterns and bringing unexpected insights from your deeper mind. Neptune, at 29 degrees Pisces in your 10th house, creates a somewhat nebulous quality around career matters and professional identity. Its square to Mercury requires exceptional clarity in professional communications today. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius at 2 degrees in your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy, is slowly transforming your worldview and approach to education or spiritual matters. This transit encourages deeper investigation into subjects that expand your mind. The North Node at approximately 10 degrees Aries in your 11th house suggests that your evolutionary path involves developing more authentic connections with groups and friends, while the South Node in Libra in your 5th house indicates you're working on releasing tendencies to focus too much on personal pleasure or creative recognition. Chiron, the wounded healer, at 7 degrees Aries in your 11th house, highlights sensitive areas around belonging and social acceptance. Today's square with Mars could trigger old wounds related to self-worth in group settings. This celestial snapshot shows a day where your mental faculties are heightened but require careful application, especially in professional settings. Financial matters receive energetic focus, while creative and social opportunities abound. The key to navigating this complex planetary picture is maintaining awareness of potential communication pitfalls, while leveraging the considerable charm and intellectual gifts that Venus and Mercury in your sign provide. On May 11, 2025, Gemini's communication sphere experiences a fascinating cosmic configuration as Mercury forms a trine with Jupiter in the intellectual air sign of Aquarius. This harmonious aspect significantly amplifies your already impressive verbal abilities, giving your words more reach and impact than usual. Ideas that have been percolating in your mind for weeks suddenly find perfect expression, making this an ideal day for presentations, important conversations, or any situation where you need to articulate complex concepts with clarity. Your ruling planet Mercury is moving through your sector of higher learning, creating neural pathways between seemingly unrelated topics. This positioning makes you especially adept at cross-disciplinary thinking, connecting dots that others miss entirely. Your analogies today will be particularly vivid and effective in helping others understand your perspective. The moon in Libra, occupying your 5th house of creative expression, adds an artistic flair to your communication style today. You're able to balance logic with aesthetics in a way that appeals to both the analytical and creative minds of your audience. This lunar placement also enhances your diplomatic abilities, allowing you to address sensitive topics with tact and consideration that doesn't sacrifice honesty. Mars in Gemini intensifies your verbal energy, potentially causing words to flow at an even faster pace than usual. While this gives you incredible mental agility, be mindful that others might struggle to keep up with your rapid-fire delivery. Taking occasional pauses to check for comprehension will strengthen the effectiveness of your exchanges. A subtle square between Venus and Saturn suggests some potential friction in social communications, particularly with authority figures or older individuals. You might feel slightly restricted or judged in certain exchanges. The key is to recognize when to adapt your typically playful communication style to match more conservative contexts without completely abandoning your authentic voice. The North Node in your communication sector continues its long-term influence, highlighting that developing your voice and message remains a significant part of your spiritual growth journey. Today's configurations suggest a breakthrough in understanding how to balance your natural curiosity and versatility with focused, impactful expression. Pluto's position in your 8th house creates an undercurrent of psychological insight in your communications. You may find yourself intuitively understanding the unspoken motivations behind others' words, allowing for deeper and more meaningful exchanges. This placement supports transformative conversations that go beyond surface pleasantries. Digital communications receive a boost from Uranus in your 11th house of networks and technology. Your social media posts, emails, or text messages could reach a wider audience or create unexpected connections today. An innovative approach to sharing information could bring surprising opportunities through tech-mediated exchanges. For written communication specifically, Neptune's influence adds a poetic quality to your words. If you're working on creative writing, marketing copy, or any text that benefits from evocative language, you'll find yourself effortlessly weaving imagery and emotion into your sentences. One challenge to navigate is the potential for information overload. With your mental channels so open and receptive, you might absorb too many inputs without sufficient processing time. Build in brief moments of silence throughout your day. Even 5-minute breaks can help integrate information and prevent mental fatigue. Your ability to code switch between different communication styles is enhanced today, making you adept at adjusting your language patterns to connect with diverse audiences. Whether speaking with technical experts, creative thinkers, or practical decision-makers, you'll naturally modify your vocabulary and references to establish rapport. Listening becomes as important as speaking under these cosmic conditions. The Jupiter influence expands your capacity to truly hear others, not just wait for your turn to talk. This deeper receptivity leads to more meaningful exchanges and strengthens both personal and professional relationships. For Geminis working in communications, media, teaching, writing, or sales, this day offers particularly powerful opportunities for advancement. Your natural talents align perfectly with cosmic energies, potentially leading to recognition or new possibilities in your field. The evening hours bring a shift as the moon forms aspects with Neptune, softening your expression and increasing intuitive understanding. Conversations during this time may flow into more philosophical or spiritual territories, allowing for heart-centered connections that transcend everyday small talk. For Gemini, on May 11, 2025, the universe is orchestrating a particularly dynamic financial landscape. With Jupiter moving through your sign, you're experiencing a rare period of expansion that only comes once every 12 years. This particular Sunday brings Jupiter forming a supportive trine to Venus in Libra, creating an exceptional window for financial growth and opportunity. Your natural communicative talents are aligned perfectly with monetary gain today. The Mercury-Pluto sextile, active, now enhances your ability to recognize value, where others see nothing, a hidden talent that serves you particularly well in financial matters. Look for unconventional income sources that leverage your versatility and quick thinking. The morning hours feature a Moon-Mercury conjunction that heightens your intuitive financial senses. Trust those subtle nudges about investments or money moves. By midday, when the moon shifts into your resource sector, you'll feel more confident about making practical financial decisions. Uranus in Taurus continues its multi-year journey through your subconscious sector, potentially bringing unexpected financial insights or opportunities through dreams or quiet reflection. This is not just coincidence, but cosmic timing. Pay particular attention to conversations around 2:15 p.m. today, as information exchanged then could lead to profitable ventures by month's end. Digital currencies and technology-driven financial instruments receive favorable aspects today, making it an opportune time to explore these modern investment vehicles if you've been contemplating them. Your financial rhetoric carries unusual persuasive power. Today, use it wisely when negotiating deals or discussing terms. The North Node's position suggests financial lessons learned now will have long-term positive implications for your wealth-building strategy. Networking proves financially fruitful as Mars energizes your social sector. A casual conversation could evolve into a lucrative collaboration. Financial planning for the next lunar cycle, beginning in 2 days, deserves your attention this evening. Think of today as planting seeds that will flourish throughout the summer months. Remember that, with Jupiter's current influence, thinking bigger than usual about money matters isn't just encouraged, it's cosmically supported. As the cosmic energies align on May 11, 2025, Gemini natives will experience a particularly fortunate day across several key life areas. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Sagittarius, your natural communicative abilities are being amplified in ways that open doors to unexpected opportunities. This powerful alignment creates a golden pathway, particularly in areas of learning, short-distance travel, and information exchange. The moon's position in Leo on this date further enhances your creative expression, bringing a magnetic quality to your interactions that draws positive attention. Jupiter's expansive energy is particularly focused on your 7th house of partnerships, making collaborative ventures especially fruitful today. Financial fortunate areas appear through communication-related ventures, with potential monetary gains coming through writing, speaking, or mediating situations. An unexpected email or message could bring news of a fortunate opportunity around midday. The Venus-Neptune sextile active on this date creates a dreamy, inspired energy that makes artistic and creative pursuits particularly blessed. For those Geminis working in media, technology, or information services, the stars align to bring recognition and advancement possibilities. Networking activities are especially favored, with chance encounters potentially leading to significant future advantages. The North Node's position suggests that stepping into leadership roles, even temporarily, could align you with your longer-term destiny path. Educational pursuits receive a cosmic boost, making this an excellent day for exams, interviews, or presentations. Any activities involving siblings or neighbors could bring unexpected fortunate developments. The Mercury-Jupiter trine particularly empowers teaching, learning, and mentoring activities. Community involvement brings surprisingly positive outcomes, possibly connecting you with influential individuals who appreciate your quick thinking and versatile approach. Digital communications and social media efforts receive favorable cosmic energy, potentially expanding your reach or influence. For Geminis seeking new opportunities, focus on showcasing your adaptability and intellectual curiosity, as these qualities are cosmically highlighted today. With Saturn forming a supportive aspect to your sun sign, efforts made today toward long-term goals receive structural support and stability. The day's fortunate energy peaks during the afternoon hours when the moon forms a perfect trine to Mercury, creating a flow state for mental activities and verbal expression. Social fortunate areas expand through group activities where your natural charm shines brightest. Transportation matters receive positive aspects, so travel plans or vehicle-related decisions are favored. The Mars position on this date brings energetic support to your efforts, particularly in areas requiring initiative or pioneering spirit. For Gemini entrepreneurs, new business concepts conceived today carry special potential, particularly those involving communication technologies or information sharing. Intellectual property matters receive favorable cosmic protection. The Sun-Pluto aspect active today empowers transformation in areas where you felt stuck, particularly in communication patterns or learning blockages. Healing conversations bring fortunate outcomes, especially with siblings or extended family members. Your mental agility is at peak performance, making this an excellent day for competitive activities requiring quick thinking. The day's numerological vibration of 7 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7 aligns perfectly with Gemini's intellectual nature, bringing depth to your typical quick-moving thought patterns. This creates fortunate circumstances for research, investigation, and uncovering hidden information. Library visits, database searches, or archive explorations may yield valuable discoveries. Your ability to connect seemingly unrelated concepts creates innovative solutions that others appreciate and reward. For Gemini natives, May 11, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your 11th house of friendships and community. This creates an exceptional day for expanding your social circle and deepening existing connections. The cosmic energy supports your natural communication abilities, making you even more magnetic and persuasive than usual. People will be drawn to your ideas and perspective today, particularly in group settings. With Venus positioned in your sign, your charm is amplified, creating a natural magnetism that attracts both new and old friends toward you. This is not a day to spend in isolation. The universe is practically demanding that you engage, connect, and network. A chance encounter around midday could introduce you to someone who shares your intellectual interests and may become a significant ally in future endeavors. The moon in Leo activates your third house of communication, enhancing your already vibrant expression and making your words particularly impactful. Social media posts, text messages, or emails sent today have a higher likelihood of receiving positive responses and engagement. If you've been waiting to reach out to someone you've lost touch with, today's energy supports reconciliation and renewed connections. Group activities are especially favored, whether it's a virtual meetup, a community event, or a casual gathering with friends. Your ability to bridge different social circles is highlighted, making you the perfect connector between various groups who might not otherwise interact. The Saturn-Neptune aspect occurring in your career sector suggests that professional connections made today could have long-lasting benefits. Pay attention to anyone you meet through work-related social events, as they may offer valuable insights or opportunities in the coming months. For Geminis in romantic relationships, today encourages socializing as a couple. Attending events together will strengthen your bond and potentially introduce both of you to new shared interests. Single Geminis might find romantic potential through friend introductions or group settings rather than traditional dating approaches. Your social energy peaks around 4 p.m. when the moon forms a favorable aspect with Mercury, making this the ideal time for important conversations or networking events. The Uranus position in your 12th house suggests that unexpected social opportunities may arise from seemingly random encounters. Remain open to synchronistic meetings. Approach social interactions with authenticity rather than strategic networking, as genuine connections will form more naturally today. Your natural curiosity is especially heightened, making you an engaging conversation partner. People are more likely to share personal stories and insights with you today, deepening trust and mutual understanding. For those Geminis who typically experience social anxiety, today's energy provides a buffer of confidence and ease. You'll find yourself more comfortable in group settings than usual, able to express yourself without second-guessing. Digital communications are especially favored. Your texts, emails, and online presence carry extra charm and influence today. Consider scheduling important virtual meetings or launching social media initiatives. The North Node's position suggests that connections made today align with your longer evolutionary path, particularly those that challenge you intellectually or expose you to different cultural perspectives. Pay attention to people who discuss travel, education, or philosophical topics, as they may play significant roles in your future growth. To maximize today's social potential, remain flexible with your schedule. Spontaneous invitations may lead to the most meaningful connections. While your energy is naturally scattered as a Gemini, today it serves you well, allowing you to move between different social spheres with ease and adaptability. Trust your intuitive sense about new acquaintances. Your normally sharp discernment is especially accurate today regarding who deserves your time and attention. By day's end, you may find yourself with new contact information, social media connections, and potential plans that expand your horizons considerably. Take time before sleep to record these new connections, as they contain seeds for important future developments in your social and professional life. As a Gemini on May 11, 2025, your mental agility is heightened today due to Mercury forming a harmonious trine with Uranus. This cosmic alignment creates an electric atmosphere for your intellectual pursuits. Your mind is especially receptive to innovative concepts and unexpected insights. Don't dismiss those seemingly random thoughts. They might contain the breakthrough you've been seeking. The day's energy supports experimentation and stepping outside your comfort zone intellectually. If you've been contemplating learning a new skill or diving into an unfamiliar subject, today offers excellent support for these endeavors. With the moon in Leo making a square to your sign, there's a tendency toward emotional dramatics that could cloud your usually clear thinking. Be mindful of this potential pitfall. When making decisions today, take an extra moment to distinguish between emotional reactions and logical conclusions. Your dual nature is pronounced under this influence, potentially causing some internal conflict.